You know, Dean, of all the batshit crazy things you have done, last thing I was expecting is you stealing a ship from fucking NASA, of all things.
Whatever, Mr. Spock.
Fall off. Alright, so, hello everyone, welcome to another Unscripted, Unhinged, and Uncut. This one being Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
And this is our last of Sequelities. Finally! Finally.
Okay, well, unlike the previous few we've done, this wasn't really bad, but it wasn't really good either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, the fanboys are just whining for the sake of whining. No. I can understand why they aren't so fond of it. I mean, there's some moments where it doesn't feel like a Star Trek movie and more like a strange Star Wars ripoff. In fact,
and somewhat of a Christian movie, I think.
More like a Christian parody at most.
So yeah, it's like trying searching for answers, like God of all people. Yeah. This Star Trek movie is about God.
Well, not like the Abrahamic God or their equivalent of God, because they do explain that in the movie. So yeah, there's that.
And so yeah, let's go over some things that we sort of liked about the movie.
I do like the chemistry between the characters, admittedly. So there's that.
Yeah. And some of the ship models look pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's Star Trek, so it's bound to be good.
Yeah. So, and also the chemistry between Sulu and Chekhov.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's about it.
However, there is a few things I have to admit that are problematic. Like, they just made the Enterprise A, a ship that was given to them at the end of Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, to be this technologically advanced marvel. And they just made it, like, on the verge of breaking for the sake of jokes. They even destroyed the captain's log thing. That's, like, one of the staples of Star Trek. Like, it's not, like, one of the big things, but it is an important trope of Star Trek.
Yeah, it's like a... Oh, you want to hear some vlog? Nope.
Yeah. But nonetheless, it doesn't, like, spit or ruin the saga of Star Trek. I mean, yes, it's not... It kind of moves away from the formula, but kind of stays near it at the same time.
Yeah, and... Yeah, again, like the Starfleet... Wait, Starfleet, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, they just have given them a ship that's completely half broken. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, did you forget that Kirk and crew saved the whole universe from a space whale from the last movie?
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
It's on the road. Well, I can't say road because this is space. Anyway, so yeah, but regardless, was Starfleet pissed that Kirk just obeyed a direct order that they just gave him a ship pile or something?
And yeah, most of the humor in this just doesn't work.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't had a giggle, well, a few giggles where Scotty breaks out Kirk. And
and also there were some ideas that could have worked. I mean, it wasn't well written.
Yeah, and also the moments in the movie that are there are moments in the film that can actually be kind of cringy.
And even to the point of sheer discomfort, and that's coming from an asexual person.
Yeah, something in the scene in the desert that involves Aurora, which I can't get into.
We're not going to talk about that.
One thing, Futurama kind of made fun of it.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And...
Alright, so...
Oh, don't worry about that. We just have some prisoners.
Are we going to throw them out the airlock?
No. It's one of the NASA crew that we...
Well, several of them, but that's beside the point. Anyway,
So yeah, anyway, and there's also like the moment where Kirk's climbing up a big rock.
I mean, I can understand that as a future, but from where on this timeline we use equipment, it doesn't really necessarily say if they have like if it's like some futuristic thing or what.
And also the row your boat. And a campfire.
First, it's a little cringy, but I guess it had an endearing note to it at the end, so I can't complain.
Yeah, and also we're introduced to Spock's half-brother, which I didn't know about from the show or the previous movies.
Honestly, it could have been a good idea, but at the same time, I can't write home about it.
I wasn't even sure what was the purpose having to meet Spock's half-brother.
Yeah, like I said, it could have been so much better.
And also, let's go on to the Klingon. One of the Klingons, the main one, just looks ridiculous. He looks like a rejected rock.
Yeah, from a rejected metal band. And you know the weird thing is, there's actually a Klingon metal band.
And that Klingon. Go on. Talk about.
Yeah, and also we're in the third Star Trek movie. He was the antagonist was a Klingon, but complex.
Yeah,
the one in the fifth one was just a fucking teenager. You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah. Just Google search and you'll.
Yeah, and also their costumes looked fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, the costumes in the third film, they look really imposing, especially Christopher Lloyd's character.
Exactly.
And they're a space dog. Well, yeah. But no space dog in this one.
Pretty much.
And also that bar in the desert, it's like right out of the original Star Wars.
And you know what the weird thing is? It was from the Planet of Peace, even though it looks fucking destroyed. Like there's hardly any life. Was there a piece of the lore that the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Federation were fighting over or something? And as a result, it got so fucked up that they just decided to make it the Planet of Peace? When you watch
the space. Sorry. So, yeah, and also let's go over God himself.
Yeah, this isn't the Abrahamic God that you're thinking of, but it's basically an alien being that was just trapped in a prison. And they never really state what it was.
And, this alien God thingy wants the Enterprise for some reason.
Well, apparently it was to escape its prison, but it's not explained.
Yeah,
you first.
Yeah, even Kirk is confused about this. And he doesn't buy it, but the alien God's like, you know what, I'm gonna kill you all.
Anyway,
are you trying to rip off the Gnome King from Return to Oz?
I don't know.
Well, at least the Gnome King has a purpose being a bad guy.
Yeah, and another thing about this godlike being,
what?
He wasn't really well written, like say V'ger from Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Or Khan from Star Trek 2.
Yeah, you can see more comparison with V'ger for one reason, because it was an evolving being that's constantly changing and learning and growing more and more to the point it's becoming sentient.
But the villain in Star Trek 5,
there's no explanation. He's just there.
And at least the space whale in Star Trek 4 had a purpose.
Well, it was mostly meant to be mysterious, but it was more of a say the whales PSA, but I can't really complain because at least it was better written than Star Trek 5.
So, and also the way and Spock's half-brother and alien god just fight each other, and then his half-brother dies. Boom. And so does Space God gets killed by the Klingons. Boom.
Not a really powerful god, don't you think?
Yeah, he just goes out like a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, and at the end, the Rockstar Klingon says, I'm sorry, Captain Kirk.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, a fucking teenager.
So, yeah, that's the movie. There's nothing else left to say.
I mean, honestly, it's not bad, but it's not good either.
So yeah, for anyone who has Trekkies, we don't really recommend this film. But again, it's not the worst.
I mean, personally, if you want you can skip over this. There's nothing of importance. But
yeah, you could just watch the first 4 movies, skip over 5, and go straight to Star Trek 6, which I heard Star Trek 6 is actually a lot better than 5.
Oh yeah, and that we won't be seeing it anytime soon.
Well, I'm sure we will.
We're going to space. Where else will we see it?
I don't know. So yeah, again, not worth the time.
All right. So yeah, I guess that's about it.
So anyway, we go.
That's the end of what's going on.
Oh no!
What?
It's an astrofield.
Well, okay. Well, come on. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Well, just calm down and just read this.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Ah!
Finally, I did it! I won! But they didn't lay a finger on each other. Thankfully, the asteroids did the job for them. And now Dean and Brock are dead for good!
Oh, God! Oh, dear me. Must have been something I ate. It doesn't matter. At least I got what I wanted. And now it is time to start for my next plan.